Story time. While serving a 144-year prison sentence, I seen a lot of crazy things. Not all of them involved violence or people losing their lives. Some of it was just the personalities that I met behind those walls. One of the wildest brothers I ever met, but now in hindsight, thinking about it, maybe he wasn't wild at all, and I'll change his name for the sake of the story. It's D. And D would all day, every day be talking about his freedom. And me being new to the prison system and just starting off this long prison sentence where I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. I don't know. He was always this upbeat, positive guy that kept the other people around him motivated. He'd talk about the shows, the car shows, and the different things that he was going to do when he went home, the parties he was going to promote, the movies and the books he was going to write, etc. And he inspired a lot of us, honestly. I like to be around him because he spoke about freedom while everybody else in the environment honestly was talking about the fact that they were in there, miserable, locked up, etc. D was motivated, inspired, and he knew he was going home. That's what he told everybody. He was like, yo, as soon as I go home, I'm throwing this big bash. I'm going to let them know I'm a promoter in the city. It's up, it's on, blah, blah, blah. And we was rooting for him. He talked like he was going home the next day a lot of times. So one day we were playing cards, and I don't know, it's not necessarily prison etiquette, if you will, but we were playing casino. It was just me and him at the table, drinking coffee, whatnot. And I said, hey, bro, just quick question. When you go home, man, you always talking like you getting ready to walk out the door. And we sitting on a camp where it's all lifers for the most part. Don't you want to, like, not tell people when you're going home so nothing crazy happens? He looked at me and he replied, he said, man, I'm going home. I said, yeah, but when is your release date? Like, when are you going home? Before me, after me? Like, what's going on? Like, talk to me about it. He looked at me and laughed. He said, bro, if I told you, you wouldn't get it. I said, what you mean? He said, honestly, I don't have a release date. I said, what you mean? He said, I'm serving natural life. I said, bro, but you talk like you're going home. And he said, well, I have to believe that I'm going home. And I said, man, you're not even eligible for parole. I'm not, trying to, like, take away or be negative from the reality, but and he's like, I don't care. He's like, I refuse to let DOC or prison take the thought that I'm going home. I'm gonna keep fighting as long as I'm breathing. If there's a way, there's a will, I'm gonna go home. And I don't know, I believe that, you know what I'm saying? To this day, I believe that. And I have to believe that, man. There's so many people that are sitting in there behind prison walls, like I said, like I've been speaking about in the other posts I just did, that are doing life sentences, never going home, never having a chance again. And still they have hope. Still somehow some of these guys are more free than some of us that are out here because their minds are free. Physically, they may not be able to go many places, but their minds are free. And some people may not understand that. But D was a perfect example, still is. Spoke to him recently. And hey, he's super positive, impactful, and an update because of a law that got changed in the Commonwealth of Virginia called the Fishback Law. He is now eligible for parole. So he has a chance. And a lot of guys that have been down as long as he has, that maybe thought they weren't coming home, are coming home on that new law. So salute the D, man, who never lost hope to this day. Peace.